is our reading for Aquarius. I'm just trying to find my page here in case somebody comes on and wants to visit. There we are. Okay, so I'm doing spiritual path readings today. I think the last one I did was for that ended in August. So here we are in September, so I thought I'd do 3 more. So we got September, October, and November for you, Aquarius. So in September, what I see, the first card is transformation. Things are changing on a cellular level. You're having some really deep healing in September. So buckle up. Get in tune with spirit. Surrender to the divine is the next card that came out. And then don't let your past hold you back. So what I feel like is happening is there's a huge transformation coming for you. And this is not just any kind of transformation. This is a total one. It's changing your cells, your DNA, everything. You're turning into a whole new being of light. And we're going to clarify and get maybe some more details on that. In October, what I see is there's somebody triggering you here. It says, who or what is triggering you? This is October. So somebody's going to be being a perfect reflection for you here with the mirror card. It's going to trigger something in you. Maybe anger, maybe fear, or something like that. Spirit's asking you in the moon deck to take time to breathe out. So I feel like, like whatever is happening with this mirror thing, this is when people mirror back your own behavior. And I mean, whether you know it's your own behavior or not, it triggers something in you. And it's up to you. I hope that you understand that's what's happening with the person. Spirit's asking you to breathe through it. Take some deep breaths. Again, we'll clarify that. November is asking you to get grounded, connect with nature, especially if you're an empath or you're really intuitive. A win-win forecast on this one. So I feel like you're being prepared for greatness here. I really do. And the reason this person's coming to be your trigger in October is because there's some personality things that need to be let go. We all have them. We all have them. And they show us just a little bit at a time, and I think it's okay. Just breathe through it, meditate, think about the behavior, think about what you're supposed to learn from it or change, Hey, thanks for liking. I appreciate that. Whoever's online, appreciate your support. Okay, so now we're going to clarify for September. This is about your transformation. Don't let the past hold you back. Yeah, here's another breathing card because it asked you to do that here. Surrender to the divine. Oh, I guess it asked you to do that in the middle one, right? October. But in September, they're asking you to breathe because I feel like you're going to have some kind of new clarity. Oh my God, here it comes out again. Yeah, you're having a total transformation, a total awakening. I feel like you're going to see something about yourself that's completely different. Like I feel like you've never really seen this piece of you before. It's going to give you clarity about what you believe about yourself, about what you believe about the divine, and about this universe and where you fit in. I feel like that's what's happening in September. So make sure to take some time out of your day to do the breathing, take some deep breaths. I feel like this is going to be an exciting month for you. I feel like the transformation is happening. It might feel, I don't know how it's going to, I feel like it's going to feel like a breath of fresh air. And I feel like you need to just let spirit take over, because it says to surrender. So surrender to the divine, surrender to your higher self, because you're going to have some huge enlightenment here. Yeah. So in October, we got the mirror. Take time to breathe out. This is something like when you see this behavior in another person, I don't even know if you're going to know that it's, you know, what it's about. But if there's something that triggers you, it's for you. It's, you know, if it's something somebody does or says kind of pisses you off, that's something you need to look at in yourself. That's why it's called the mirror, you know. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a challenge here with the challenging times card. I really do. I feel like you're going to be a little guarded and a little bit maybe afraid, you know, of the whole thing. But what you need to know is that it's spirit working in your life. This is the Chariot card. And I love this one because it shows these hands and this heart, and it shows all of this energy going in and out. It's tying the two hands together. What I feel like about this card is it's you and your soul coming together, because I see it happening here, you know. And so there it is coming out. I feel like you're going to see how beautiful your soul is. And so when this mirror thing comes out, I feel like it could be like your first reaction will be like to defend yourself. But what's happening with this mirror image is you're actually starting to let your soul guide you. You know, you're being all completely connected with that soul piece. And I feel like this person is gonna, somebody or maybe more than one person is gonna come in and show you something that you don't really like. And this is when you bind, you know, spirit binds you with your soul so that you can react differently, so that you don't have to react from a fear place, so that you can act from a heart space, from a soul space, from love, you know. And I feel like, yeah, here's the heart chakra. I feel like your heart chakra is going to just be blooming, you know, like, or shining. That's what I want to say. Okay, so let's see one more card for Owen. Yeah, so again, it's saying that, you know, this is going to be kind of scary. You know, I mean, it might have the ability to shut you down, but I just feel like you're not going to, because you're too tuned into spirit. And they're asking you to take the observer role. This is the soul's role. This is why the soul came, to like observe through the eyes of a human, an imperfect human with a whole bunch of stuff lined up already to like skew your view and take you here and take you there. You know, religious beliefs, all those things. That's your soul's path, is to be the observer. So basically, I feel like you're going to be tempted to live in your skin and be scared, but I feel like this movement between you and your soul and the rest of spirit, the collective, they're trying to, you know, line you up with that soul, so you don't have to live in fear, the human fear, you know, and understand that you just came here to observe. You came here to confront fear, to confront shadows, to feel what it feels like, you know. You came here to do that, work through it, and move forward. You see, Spirit's asking you here in November to get grounded. Your chakras all being lined up all the way down into the earth and all the way up into the ethers. And this is going to be a win-win forecast according to the moon card. Like, this is going to be successful, but I do see October being a little bit bumpy. But you do all the time, like, don't forget that you got this huge soul that is working hard to show you something, and it's being backed up by all that is. So I feel like you're going to start seeing some things different, possibly your own path, you know, your own childhood, your own life. I feel like what you might be seeing is like it was full of challenges, and it's that means that you're a beautiful, strong, confident soul deep down inside. You knew you could do it, or you wouldn't have came. You know. So I feel like it's time for all of that to come out into the open. Like, we come here and we don't have any memory of our previous soul self. So here we are, in October, and I feel like you're really being shown your divinity really, really big time. It starts in September. So in November, you've got this win-win, and then here comes this Eight of Wands, that's success and growth in this card. This is spirit activity. This is spirit always supporting your efforts. They're the ones guiding you, and they're just asking you to get grounded into the earth as well as the ether. This is when you realize your divinity here. It's a win-win. I feel like sometime like this get grounded card comes out because I feel like when this happens, it's going to be a full-on awakening. And I feel like you just need to stay really present. Really, really present. Oh my God, here comes the Emperor. Well, this is complete and utter balance within your soul, within your human, taking on both the mother and the father, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. You're taking them on at the same time, which means you're going to have not only enlightenment, but this huge amount of ability to manifest, manifest whatever you want. You're getting a scroll of knowledge. A lot is happening in November, but I do feel like there's a need to stay grounded. Um, because you're going to be dealing with a lot of the ether activity, like in the 5D. You're going to be seeing a lot of that, whether you're meant to be a teacher. 3, 4, 5 on the ground here, right here in this pile for November. So you're definitely on a specific path, and you're being led there by spirit. I feel like you're meant to teach something. You came here to do that. So this could be a lonely path. It could feel lonely. You could feel alone. But I feel like there's just no way you should feel lonely with spirit like that. Maybe this is something, the way maybe you do feel lonely. Or maybe the teaching part is kind of a lonely path. Maybe you feel like, I don't know. You've been through a lot. That's what you're teaching about, okay? And so you've been through a lot. You've been screwed over a lot. You've been hurt a lot. 9 of Wands. And that is a very lonely place to be. People don't understand that unless it happened to them. So, but what I feel like you're doing is that's what you're going to teach about. I feel like you're going to teach about how you came out of that and came out the victor. And that's really what the 9 of Wands is about. It's about, well, you feel like a victim at first, and then after a little while, you get epiphanies, you get, this masculine and feminine divines coming out to show you why you went through all of that stuff. Well, it's because you were meant for something much, much greater, and that's what's happening. I feel like as soon as you make the connection with the 9 of Wands, which I think you already have done it in November. It's just, I feel like it's coming out to talk to me and tell me what exactly is happening. This is what you're going to teach about. You're going to teach about feeling really, really shitty and turning it into the rainbow here, Like you're going to realize the full-on awakening that you got because of the pain that you suffered. You're going to realize the spiritual gifts that were just handed to you. Um, yeah, because you're seeking, because you're meditating, you're asking spirit. You're so tapped in right now. This is the card about getting grounded. I feel like you're just going to be shown so much things, you know, over the next 3 months. I feel like your whole life is kind of going to change here. Yes, this is the Embrace card. It's 21. It's time for a new start. That's what that card says. It says you're being given a brand new life. You should embrace it. The Embrace card, number 21. It's a new path. It's a new life. It's everything's changing. Everything's changing. I feel like balance is coming. Yeah, you see the new path. You see it. It's lit in front of you. And all you have to do is follow it. That's what's happening to you, Aquarius. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a few more tarot just to see what the light seers have to say about this. And hello to the people who are watching. There's two people watching. Hi. Thanks for pushing the like button. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, so let's clarify the September with the Light Seers deck and see exactly. We see a full-on awakening here. Yeah, it certainly is. So I feel like what's going to happen is, first of all, there's some healing that needs to be done, but I feel like you're listening to your intuition, and what's happening is you're manifesting. They're teaching you how to manifest the life that you choose. And I feel like what you see in front of you is your own self, what you've planted in your own self as a soul. I think you're being awakened to that, like what your soul path is, you know, and all of the things that led you to where you are. So let's look at this mirror situation and get a little clarity here. I feel like this is kind of some healing work, some shadow work coming up here. And the key to all of it is to take the observer role. You know, you got someone coming to mirror you and show you some stuff. Now, this doesn't have to be just bad stuff. This can be good stuff too. Like, maybe somebody comes and says thank you for something beautiful that you've done for them, you know. Somebody's heart that you helped heal, you know. This is how you find the justice in every shitty situation too. Justice. I feel like this mirror card is going to show you a lot. You know, this could all be good stuff. Like people just coming up and reminding you of how much you love them, how much you've given them, you know. And I feel like, yeah, that's what it's about. It's about love. It's about the love that you've spent on other people, the love you've shown. This could be family, friends, all kinds of things. But I feel like they're going to be loving you back or telling you thank you. And I feel like it's this action that actually kind of moves you into progress. I do see some challenge here, so I don't want to make it like it's all going to be roses. But I feel like what's going to happen from this mirroring is a big change in you. Both in the things that you need to let go of, you know, like what I mean by let go of is like, you know how like I know you've been hurt because the Nine of Wands came out here. And so sometimes when people hurt us, we have a tendency to like kind of hold a grudge. So if it's about grudging, you know, I mean, I feel like you're going to be able to switch that energy around into love, you know. So I do see a lot of, yeah, you're going to find justice in every single thing, you know. Yeah, you're not even going to see it as a burden anymore. That came out upside down, and I don't shuffle upside down. So I feel like the burden is just over. Like it's just gone. So October's going to be a really beautiful month. I feel like the key to it is to like breathe through it and stay in the observer role. Don't respond if it's a bad thing. You know, if somebody does something and you get pissed, breathe. Just breathe. Don't respond. Don't cause any more like ruckus. Go down another way. Let your soul lead you. That's leading with love, you know. Okay, so November. This is the win-win and getting grounded. Big change is coming here. This is where the Emperor and the Empress both come at the same time. This is you, baby. They came out right together. You've got Emperor, Empress, Emperor, and then the Hierophant. So you are being led to this really great place, Aquarius. I hope you know it. It's some kind of a new start. I feel like there's a big change in the way you see people, the way you love. I feel like I see you just offering love more, being kinder, not only to other people, but also to yourself. I feel like you're falling in love with yourself, and I don't mean that in a shitty way. I don't mean that in a conceited way. It's like falling in love with yourself, doing kind things for yourself instead of waiting for other people to do it. I see you doing it for yourself, because what you want is joy and stability. And I feel like you're to the point here with the Emperor and the Empress. You're aware that you can create this yourself. And I see you doing it. I just see you doing it. You're not looking for someone else to provide you with this comfort. You're providing your own self with the comfort. I mean, you have both of these energies equal in your reading. They're side by side here, you know. I feel like yeah, I feel like you're going to be led into a new direction, and then I see you just going for it, you know. This is that world card, going in a new direction, having a new life path. um Sorry, I dropped all these cards. Now they're all messed up. So we'll see if we can get any more on this. Hi everybody, thanks for watching and pressing the like button. I'm talking to Aquarius. What a cool reading. This is a spiritual path reading, and I just see amazing growth, amazing love. I see you finding the 10 cups of love right in the middle, in yourself, you know. I see clarity. I see all kinds of new beginnings. So let's see what else is happening in November. Everything you do in November is going to turn out, I think, turn out positive. I don't think you're going to have any negative experiences here with those divines side by side. I think those two energies are coming out inside your energy field so that you can understand, yeah, who you really are. This is your soul. Your soul does have both of those energies, has access, full access to that. And that's what I see happening here for you. So, wow, what a beautiful reading. So that's all I got for you guys. Aquarius, I hope that made sense for you. I hope it helps you on your spiritual journey, but I just see beautiful things coming for you. So good luck, and don't forget to love yourself. Talk to you later. Bye.